Detective Mara Ellison thought she had left the darkness behind when she moved to Brookhaven. But nothing in her career prepared her for this. A prominent attorney found dead in a ritualistic scene, a chalk circle surrounding him, and a message written not in words, but in fear itself. What she uncovers next will shock the city and shake her to her core. This is the story of corruption, revenge, and secrets buried in the shadows of the forgotten. Detective Mara Ellison had never been fond of early mornings. For her, the day's first light didn't bring hope, it brought reminders. The reminders of mistakes she couldn't undo, of lives lost, of her brother taken too soon. For over a decade, guilt had been her constant companion. Close-ups of Mara's apartment, police commendations on the wall, a small photo of her brother tucked beside a stack of case files. Empty, quiet, organized, except for the chaos inside her mind. Once celebrated for her sharp intuition in the city's homicide unit, Mara now drifted like a ghost among the living. She had transferred to Brookhaven, a city that mirrored her own life. Decaying, overlooked, but with secrets lurking in every shadow. And then there was Jonah Reyes. Methodical, relentless, a man who could see patterns in chaos. He was Mara's partner, her anchor, and sometimes her mirror. Where Mara followed intuition, Jonah followed procedure. But together, they uncovered truths no one else could see. Jonah, the bodies in an abandoned warehouse on 5th Street. Neighbors reported screaming around midnight. Mara, nodding, tight-lipped. Let's see what we've got. Brookhaven wasn't a city people came to for hope. It was a city people survived in. The economic downturn had left scars on the streets, in the buildings, and in the people who lived there. And like Mara, the city held secrets it would rather keep hidden. Close-ups of residents, an old man sweeping his stoop, a street artist tagging a wall, a child watching shadows from a doorway. Every corner told a story. Every shadow concealed one. And tonight, one story would demand to be heard. The call that would unravel everything came just after 7 a.m. A murder in the city's industrial heart. A body. A scene unlike anything Mara had encountered. And for the first time in years, her old instincts screamed to life. Cut to the warehouse. Broken windows, splintered boards, rusted chain-link fence. Mara, VO reflective. Even here in the quietest corners of this city, darkness always finds a way. Mara steps inside the warehouse, flashlight cutting through the shadows. She stops, eyes wide, absorbing the scene. The victim, Nathaniel Harper, a man of influence, known for defending the city's elite. Polished, untouchable, but now vulnerable. And at his death, he spoke a silent message no one could ignore. Mara kneels, studying the chalk circle and the precise placement of Harper's body. Mara, whispering, I've seen killers leave signatures, but this is different. Someone's trying to tell us something. Close-ups, chalk symbols, faint traces of footprints, subtle details that only Mara notices. Her eyes narrowing as her detective instincts kick in. Brookhaven shadows were nothing new to Mara, but this case hit too close to home. Years ago, she lost her brother to a predator. That case had been her failure, a wound she carried silently. And now, another tragedy called for her to confront not only the darkness in the city, but the darkness in herself. Every clue she found, every lie uncovered, was a step toward justice, but also a test. Could she face the ghosts of her past without losing herself again? The investigation began to twist and turn immediately. Harper's life was filled with enemies, clients who resented his cunning, colleagues who envied his success, and personal secrets no one dared speak aloud. But the killer's message, encoded in ritual and precision, suggested something far older and more dangerous than petty vendettas. Brookhaven's shadows were speaking, and Mara had to listen carefully. Before we continue with this incredible journey, I spent countless hours researching and crafting this story to bring you something truly meaningful. If stories like this grip your curiosity, and you want to see more tales of intrigue that unravel hidden truths, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. It means the world to me and helps these important stories reach others who need a thrill. Now, Let's see what happens next. Have you ever encountered a mystery that completely changed your perspective? Share your story in the comments below. I read every single one. When Mara and Jonah entered the abandoned warehouse on 5th Street, the air was heavy with the metallic scent of blood and decay. Every detail screamed careful planning. Someone had left a message, and it was Mara's job to read it. Close-up of Harper's body, chalk circles surrounding him, hands folded neatly over his chest. Small details like faint footprints, chalk smudges, and an oddly placed briefcase catch Mara's attention. Mara, whispering to Jonah, "Notice the circle? Not random. The precision, it's deliberate, ritualistic. This isn't just murder, it's a statement." Jonah, "Statement or warning, it's meant to be found. Whoever did this wanted eyes on it." Camera pans across the warehouse. Old crates, broken machinery, scattered debris, shadows hinting at unseen corners. From the moment they arrived, clues appeared to mislead. A discarded glove, a broken bottle, a faint smell of cigar smoke. Each seemed important, but not all led anywhere. In a city like Brookhaven, danger thrived in misdirection. Mara inspects a torn piece of paper in Harper's pocket. Cryptic numbers scrawled hastily. Mara, could be a phone number, maybe a code. Or maybe someone wanted us chasing ghosts. Jonah carefully photographs the scene, noting footprints leading to a side door. Suspense builds as they realize someone may still be watching. Nathaniel Harper was no ordinary victim. A high-profile attorney, he defended the city's elite, navigating shady alliances and moral gray areas. The more Mara and Jonah learned, the murkier it became. Harper's charm had protected him for years, but it also made enemies, some who would kill to protect their own secrets. Colleague number 1. Nathaniel always played by his own rules. You either respected him or regretted it. Colleague number 2, whispering. Some of the people he defended, you don't want to cross them. Not alive. Every answer uncovered more questions. Every ally seemed like a potential enemy. Mara felt the familiar pull of obsession. She had to untangle the web before it consumed her. Mara at her desk, analyzing Harper's phone records. Files and notes scattered. She notices unusual activity. Encrypted messages sent hours before Harper's death. Even wiped phones leave traces. Mara knew how to read the patterns. And in those encrypted messages, she glimpsed the first crack in Harper's carefully curated life. A hint of blackmail, a trace of fear, and a whisper of betrayal. Mara, muttering to herself. Someone was pressuring him, someone dangerous. And they knew just how far to push. Cut to Jonah pulling up CCTV footage near the warehouse. Faint figure moving cautiously, entering the building hours before the body was discovered. Jonah, look at this. Tall, deliberate, knows the layout. Someone experienced. Every small clue, every overlooked detail, was a breadcrumb leading into a labyrinth of lies, and Mara's instincts told her the path would not be straightforward. The case was taking a toll. Mara's past haunted her. Nights blurred into days as she pored over evidence, the memory of her brother pressing heavily against her resolve. She realized that Harper's death wasn't just another case. It was a test, a reckoning with the shadows she had long tried to leave behind. Mara in her apartment, flashlight on evidence photos, her hand hovering over her brother's photograph. I can't fail them. Not again. Every step I take, it has to count. Jonah knocks on the doorframe, bringing her back from the edge. Jonah, you're pushing too hard. Even the best detectives need sleep. Mara, sleep won't solve this. Only answers will. Brookhaven had its own unsung heroes. Lila, a street artist with a sharp eye and a keen memory, had seen movements near the warehouse weeks before. What she knew could be dangerous, but necessary. Mara, you saw someone near the warehouse recently. I need to know what you remember. Lila, tall, careful, drove a black sedan. Didn't seem like he belonged here. But I didn't say anything, didn't want trouble. Her tip would be the first breakthrough, guiding Mara and Jonah to a lead that no one else had noticed. But danger was closer than anyone realized. As clues emerged, so did threats. The deeper Mara dug, the more she realized she was being watched. Every step toward the truth was fraught with peril. And in Brookhaven, curiosity alone could put a life at risk. Close up, Mara answering the phone, tension thick. Unknown voice, distorted. Stop digging, detective. Some stones are better left unturned. Mara hangs up, determination hardening in her eyes. What would you do if you stumbled upon a clue to a dark secret in tough circumstances? Would you walk away or follow it to the end, no matter the cost? Let me know your thoughts below. I read every comment. Visual, Mara and Jonah poring over maps, notes, and photos, plotting their next steps. With the first clues in hand, Mara and Jonah dug deeper. Each lead they pursued only revealed more complexity. Nathaniel Harper's life wasn't just tangled, it was a web of secrets, rivalries, and hidden alliances. Visual montage, interviews with Harper's associates, some nervous, some evasive. Small details, a nervous tick, a glance, a half-truth, reveal hidden tensions. Jonah, look at this. Every person connected to Harper has a motive, but motives aren't enough. We need patterns. Mara, pointing at the map. The chalk circle wasn't random. The symbols align with locations of previous mysterious disappearances. Someone is orchestrating this systematically. As Mara connected the dots, the danger became personal. Her home, her routines, even her closest colleagues could no longer be fully trusted. In Brookhaven, paranoia was a survival tool, and she needed every ounce of it. Visual, Mara notices a shadow moving outside her apartment window. She ducks behind a curtain, heart racing. Phone buzzes, an anonymous warning message. Message on screen. Stop looking, or next time, it will be you. Mara, gritting her teeth. Too late. I've already started. The city of Brookhaven was watching. Lives were intertwined with Harper's, directly or indirectly. As the investigation deepened, the ripple effects spread across neighborhoods and institutions, exposing truths people had long feared. Visual, an old man whispers to a friend on the street. They say the law protects the rich, but even the rich bleed. Visual, Mara observing from her car, noting expressions of fear and distrust. Emotional tension builds. The community's silence speaks volumes. Just when progress seemed possible, obstacles appeared. Some truths were guarded with threats. Some people were willing to lie, even to the police, to protect themselves or the unseen powers of Brookhaven. Witness, nervously. I can't tell you everything. They'll come for me if I do. Mara, softly, insisting. Then let me protect you. But we can't let Harper die in vain. For every clue uncovered, a dozen dead ends emerged. Blackmail hinted at people long dead. Alibis that seemed ironclad cracked under scrutiny. Mara and Jonah were navigating a labyrinth with no visible exit. Visual montage, Mara at night, reviewing surveillance footage. Jonah cross-referencing phone records and financial transactions. Red herrings lead to empty warehouses, abandoned cars, and misidentified suspects. Jonah, frustrated. Every trail we follow hits a wall. This isn't just random, it's being controlled. Mara, determined. Then we find the one trail they can't erase. The deeper she dug, the closer the shadows drew. Threats became tangible, not just warnings. Someone was tracking her movements, monitoring every choice, and waiting for a moment of weakness. Visual, Mara senses the presence, quickens pace. A figure slips into an alley. She hesitates, but does not pursue, instincts telling her to survive first. Fear is a signal, not a stop sign. Keep moving, keep thinking, keep fighting. Investigation wasn't just a professional challenge, it was personal. Mara's obsession began to strain relationships. Jonah grew concerned. The line between pursuit and self-destruction blurred. Mara ignoring her phone, late nights at the precinct, empty coffee cups piling up. Jonah approaches, concern etched on his face. Jonah, Mara, you can't do this alone. You're pushing yourself too far. Mara, I can't stop. Not when someone is manipulating life and death in this city. Not again. Visual. Close-up of Mara's eyes, hardened but haunted, reflecting the stakes she's now willing to risk. Mara and Jonah discover a pattern. Harper's death connected to a series of unresolved cases spanning years. The chalk symbols are part of a coded system pointing to a syndicate's inner workings. Every dead end, every mislead, had led them here. The puzzle pieces were aligning, but danger was escalating. If Mara misstepped, the shadows would not just hide the truth, they would consume her. Mara, to Jonah, this isn't just about one man. It's a system, and we have to dismantle it before more lives are lost. Jonah, then we move carefully, but we move. Have you ever had to navigate dangers to uncover the truth? What challenges did you face? Share your experience below. I want to hear your stories. Mara and Jonah in a dimly lit storage room, surrounded by evidence boxes, photographs, and encrypted files. After weeks of chasing shadows, the breakthrough came from an unexpected ally. Lila, the street artist, had provided the first lead, but it was Mara's instinct, combined with Jonah's methodical cross-referencing, that finally revealed the path into the heart of the syndicate controlling Brookhaven. Mara flips through a journal, her eyes widening at the incriminating entries. Mara, this is it. Every disappearance, every case we thought was isolated, it's all connected. Jonah, and Harper's murder? Just one link in a chain spanning decades. Visual, Mara tracing lines on a city map, connecting crime scenes to political offices, law firms, and industrial warehouses. The files revealed a web of corruption that stretched from Brookhaven's highest offices to its darkest alleyways. Bribery, embezzlement, extortion, even murder for hire. Each page Mara turned confirmed what she had feared. Harper's death was a warning, a deliberate strike to maintain the balance of power. Photographs of meetings between politicians, business magnates, and shadowy figures. Financial ledgers detailing untraceable transactions. Notes on silenced whistleblowers. Mara, softly, to herself. So many lives, erased to protect the few. Jonah nods grimly, a rare moment of emotional reflection breaking through his stoic demeanor. Mara and Jonah plan their approach to confront the mastermind, Richard Callahan, a respected city figure with a hidden ruthlessness. The mastermind behind the syndicate was no street-level thug. Richard Callahan, once a celebrated philanthropist and civic leader, had orchestrated Harper's death with chilling precision. To face him required not brute force, but psychological acuity and courage. Mara, Callahan thrives on control. We can't meet him with guns. We meet him with evidence, with the truth he can't deny. Visual, close-ups of Mara laying out files, photos, and witness statements in a meticulously organized sting operation. Mara and Jonah enter Callahan's office tower, tension palpable. Security cameras sweep past, guards stand rigid. Mara remains calm, steeling herself. The confrontation was inevitable. Callahan's calm demeanor masked decades of manipulation. But the evidence Mara and Jonah carried was undeniable, a meticulously crafted mirror reflecting his crimes back at him. Callahan, smiling, composed. Detective Ellison, I expected you'd be persistent, but persistence can be dangerous. Mara firmly, not dangerous, necessary. Every name, every transaction, every life you manipulated, we have it. And now, justice will follow. Callahan, leaning back, almost admiringly. Justice is subjective, but I admire your conviction. Visual, Callahan attempts to intimidate Mara with veiled threats, but Mara remains composed, revealing the sting operation that has trapped him legally and publicly. Callahan being led away in handcuffs, news reports covering the syndicate's exposure, families reacting to the news. Callahan's arrest sent shockwaves through Brookhaven. The city's hidden structures of power were laid bare, and those who had lived in fear finally glimpsed accountability. The truth had a price, but for the first time in years, justice prevailed. Mara standing on the riverfront, reflecting as the city buzzes below. The past isn't erased, but facing it, confronting it, that's how we survive. That's how we protect the forgotten. The investigation had changed Mara as much as it had changed Brookhaven. Her partnership with Jonah was stronger, her resolve hardened, her understanding of justice more nuanced. The city still bore scars, but its shadows seemed a little less impenetrable. Mara and Jonah at the precinct, reviewing new cases. Mara's hand rests on a photograph of her brother, a silent promise renewed. Jonah, ready for the next one? Mara, smiling faintly. Always. Camera pans across the cityscape, lights flickering, streets alive with quiet determination. This story shows how pursuing truth can change everything. What's one mystery in your life you'd like to solve? Challenge yourself and share your commitment in the comments. I want to hear your stories of courage and persistence. Justice had been served, but Brookhaven remained scarred. Families mourned, institutions reeled, and whispers of the exposed syndicate still lingered in quiet corners. For Mara Ellison, the case left more than evidence. It left reflection, awareness, and the realization that the fight against darkness is never truly over. Mara at her apartment, reviewing case files for new investigations, sipping coffee as dawn approaches. Jonah enters, holding a folder. Jonah, another missing person. Think you're ready. Mara, smiling faintly, resolutely. As ready as ever. Shadows don't rest, and neither will I. Visual, Lila, the street artist, painting a new mural in the neighborhood, symbols of hope intertwined with shadowed forms, commemorating the fallen and the brave. The syndicate's fall didn't heal every wound. Brookhaven still bore the marks of fear and manipulation. But the ripple of courage and truth had begun. Victims' families found a measure of closure. Citizens dared to question authority more boldly. And somewhere in the city's shadows, others considered justice, not for power, but for principle. Mara's journey had come full circle. She had faced the ghosts of her past, the complexities of human corruption, and the moral ambiguities of justice. But more importantly, she understood the enduring lesson. Confronting darkness is not about erasing it. It is about refusing to let it define you. My brother, Nathaniel Harper, the victims, they remind me that truth is fragile and courage is essential. Every case is a chance to honor them by seeking answers, no matter how painful. Stories like this remind us that hidden truths surround us all. Courage and vigilance are not just the tools of detectives. They are human imperatives. Each of us has the power to question, investigate, and stand up for what is right. If this story gripped your intrigue, please like this video. It helps more people discover these thrilling stories. Subscribe for more tales of mystery that fuel your quest for answers. And most importantly, look for opportunities in your own life to uncover what's hidden. What truth will you seek this week? Let me know in the comments below. The city's decay juxtaposed with human resilience. The shadows of the forgotten may linger, but every action, every revelation, every pursuit of justice leaves a mark. Mara Ellison had learned that confronting darkness is both personal and communal. The fight never ends, but the courage to continue writes the stories worth telling. Remember, truth may be buried, but it cannot be silenced forever.